Hi friends, it's been 2 weeks since we visited and I really miss you. You know, August is not a slow month for us. It just flies by. All the veggies need to be frozen and this year our pear and apple trees are just loaded. So I'm going to be busy doing that. I was out of granola and I wanted to go. I needed some oats, so I want to take you along with me to the bulk food store that I go. I buy about a little over half of my groceries there. The prices are wonderful. We become friends with the owners, and she said yes, that I could video it. We've also been busy with farm tours, and I want you to wait till the end because you're going to see what's really been keeping me busy. Oh, and I really need to reorganize my herbs. Well, we're going to refresh the kitchen a little bit. Dave and I both decided we don't like this here. We'll find a place for it. I know it's just too big, and what you say, hon? You can't get your...
I can't turn the light on.
The light switches is back there, and you can get it, but he can't, and I don't know, we just lived with it for, I don't know, 2 months, 3 months, and we just don't like it, and I'm redoing all the herbs. But we do love those bottles, and we do use our herbs. So, I want to redo those. Oh, it's a good year for sickle pears.
It is the best year we've had for several. They are loaded.
I'm surprised the deer haven't jumped up more and got them.
Yeah, they're pretty aware of every fruit tree we have.
I know. Oh, I can't wait to try these.
I know.
It'll be nice.
That's your specialty.
Oh boy, there are a lot on here.
It's a wonderful year for pears and apples.
Oh, I know, our apple tree's loaded. You know, these snap off so easy.
Yeah, you figured that out. Just tilt them and they just come right off.
Oh. Oh my gosh, there's so many crab apples. It's a beautiful day. It's not too humid. It's a little windy. I'm going to pick a bunch of these and try them too. These are the sickle pears before they're dried, and they scrunch up and they look really neat. They're very primitive looking in a jar, so you'll see that towards the end. So off we go. Let's go visit Effie and her farm and her store. You're going to love it. Here we are. It's Miller's Bulk Food. It's up in Schmittsburg, PA. It's about 35 minutes from me, 40 minutes. I buy a lot of my groceries here. The prices are a quarter to a half of what they are in the box stores. The one girl who I became friends with is a baker. Oh my gosh, she has really taught me a lot about gluten and protein percentages in different flours. And I've tried different things and different flours, and her advice has always just been wonderful. I'm working my way towards the 50 and 100-pound bags here. They live across the street and have a wonderful fruit and vegetable stand. And it's not always open. It's only when they have things themselves. They don't buy elsewhere and then resell it. It's just always their produce. And when we pulled up that day, they were picking strawberries. So I had to buy some strawberries at the fruit stand, and we call them real strawberries. I don't know about you, but where we live, sometimes in the store, they're just so big, but they're really tasteless. They're not good like the ones that are just picked around here. They might be smaller, but they're so tasty. So we call them real strawberries, and I thought it'd be wonderful to put them with my granola. On our way home from Miller's Bulk Food Store, my friend called and said, "Oh, Audrey, I have so many peaches. Can you stop by? We'll visit a little bit and I'll give you some." And oh my gosh, we were so grateful. Look at this big box she gave us. So we've really been canning them and freezing them and making pies. I don't know where you live, but in Western Pennsylvania, everybody around us has had just a wonderful, wonderful fruit year with peaches and apples and pears and the crab apples. And we really didn't think it would be because of when the frost hit and how dry it was for 3-4 weeks. But everybody's just been so happy. So we made lots of pies and I froze them, and we had company come and we had pies when they came. I just love making pies. I think you either like it or you don't. I do have a video way back when making pies, and I really do miss, we used to have pie classes here, and I miss doing that. Maybe someday I'll get back into it, but for now we're just happy to have the peaches and wonderful friends that we have that give us their extra bounty. Since the last time I posted, my brother's 50th anniversary with his wife happened, and we all went to church together and celebrated together, and that was nice. And our kids were here for the weekend, and of course we always take a ride down to the pond, and they were all excited to see fish in the pond. And then we just love to take little walks and see what's new in the forest and identify the trees and look for moss and mushrooms and when the flowers are blooming. And when my granddaughter was here, she saw all those herbs hanging around, and she helped me cut my chives so that they would dry and I could put them in bottles. So that was, I always love it when she's helping me in the kitchen. Well, finally, one of the reasons that I went to the bulk food store, because I was out of oats, and I've made this granola recipe for years, but I've tweaked it over the years with the ingredients and how long I cook it for. And I've also changed vegetable oil to coconut oil. I think it's a little bit healthier, and I use honey, and also the honey was from our bees in our yard when we had lavender, and it was like the best honey that I've ever had. And also we use brown sugar in the granola that I make. And I'll put the recipe in the description. And then I cook it, and then I mix in a cup and a half of other ingredients. Now, a long time ago, I used to bake it right when I did the oats and the liquids, but now I do the liquids and the oats, bake it at 325 for 20 minutes, and then I add, when it comes out of the oven, my cup and a half of ingredients, and I use dried dates, which is what I got at the bulk food store, almonds, and half a cup of coconut, and that's a half a cup, a half a cup, and a half a cup. But you can switch that up to any kind of ingredients that you want. You could use raisins and walnuts or anything dried, and it goes so fast that I've never had a problem with it getting old or stale or clumping together. And then after I made it, we thought, oh my gosh, we'll just put those strawberries that we got at the store. And you know, they didn't need any sugar. They are so sweet when they're first picked. They're just absolutely delicious. So we put that on the granola. Okay, we're making our pantry more efficient. Hopefully it's going to work out. Okay, yeah, I think it's going to go there, hon.
Yeah, it'll go.
Okay. We have our old cable wire. We can take that out. I wanted to paint this, but Dave was a little...
It won't go.
Okay. It won't go?
It will go, but the counter's in the way. We got to lift up above the counter to get it back there.
Okay. So. All right. I think it'll work. I think I measured, so.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Okay, hon, we're going to have to move the crock, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a dog crock.
Okay.
Affectionately known as.
The dog crock. Okay.
Dog food.
Okay. What do we have to do?
Take this out. Turn it end for end. We want this end facing that way.
Okay.
And it'll scooch in.
Okay. We can do it.
We can. Practice makes perfect.
Hon.
Okay, here goes nothing.
Okay. I gotcha. Yes, I think I'm going to like it there. Oh my gosh.
Towards here?
Yeah. Yeah, the whole way.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, hon. Now, the crocks. I was thinking that crock would be better up towards you, but I guess it would be better back here.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta come in here all the time. Back there, we don't have to, just to get to the shelf. So we're gonna move it back.
Okay, we'll try it that way.
It's just for everybody's benefit. It's a 20-gallon crock and it is heavy.
Okay, we'll only move it one more time.
That's all.
We've moved it 3 or 4 times.
That's on film one more time.
Okay, what you doing?
Taking the lid off, and we're going to try to rotate it.
Oh yeah, so we can see the 20. Only you would like that kind of detail, and you do. Because you're decorating too. Oh, that looks nice. Oh my gosh, I got that at an auction years ago for $1. Nobody wanted it. And
it was a hamper for a while.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. It was our hamper in the bathroom when the kids were home. Yeah. And now it keeps all our dog food and supplies in it. Okay. I'm going to ask Dave if he wants to get rid of that cable wire. It was from we had a TV in our kitchen counter. And, okay, so far I'm really liking it. I was really thinking of painting this. It's old white paint, though. Dave almost had a heart attack, but it's not bad, but I don't know. I'm thinking, I have like brown craft paper. We got this out of an early house years and years ago. And we used it up the shop for supplies, tickets, and yes, I'm going to get craft paper. This is my second batch of herbs I've dried. In our pantry, I have a dolly made, and I just love it. It's a pulley. That's what you see the ropes for. It goes up and down. And I used to dry all my herbs all at once and then do them, cut them, dry them, freeze them. But now I just do it in batches. It just works out much better. I have dill that I'm done with my dill. I'm almost done with the basil, the oregano, and I redid the jars. I decided to go with bigger jars, although I still might use those little ones. I really needed this shelf. The tea stuff was over with my grandma's dishes that I use, and it was just getting too crowded, and some things were getting on the floor. And I just like everything in its place, at a place for everything, as some people say. And so, of course, Dave ended up helping me do it, doing all the herbs, and I'm so excited. They're almost all done, and I just feel like I'm ready to go for all my fall cooking. And I don't know about you, but if you like to colonial and primitive decorate or country farmhouse look, I like to mix fashion with function. And we have a joke someday. I'll tell you a little family joke about family and function, but sometimes it's when you're on a farm, it's just a struggle, whether it's your boots or your shoes or your dishes, things that you use. But I really love my pantry. I'm so excited to have it. And I have a video on that before, and it used to be under the eaves until we added on. And Dave did all the labels for me. At first I had them printed, and then I mixed the jars around, and I don't know, it just looks a little bit more homey. And he's a left-hander, and his writing always looks so much nicer than mine. So I'm just really happy how this all turned out. And going forward, I will use my herbs that way. And then I have my tea, and I got this little vintage basket when we were out thrifting. I can just pull it out and look at that little mushroom container. I told myself, no, I'm not going to start collecting 70s things, but it's from 1976, and I have room now for my canning jars. And I spread out all my dishes that were my grandma's, and I do use these a lot. We do get company a lot, and you know, my pantry is my workhorse. I use my mixer in there, my cookbooks are in there, my extra dishes are in there. I have a lot. And here you can see I even mixed the fashion in my early cupboard, and I use these things and I put them in my tea. And you can see that real dark, the sun was shining, I couldn't get it good, but those are the pears that are dried, and I think they look really neat in the jar. Well, I have been known to be cutting flowers in my nightgown, and I've been known to be feeding the sheep in the water too in the morning in my nightgown with my coffee in my hand. Well, we're back to the corner, and I just absolutely love it this way. Just that big shelf just didn't work out for us, but you know, sometimes it's fun just to try things. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. This is our compost pile over here, and oh my gosh, oh look, there's a white pumpkin. Oh, it's pretty big. Oh my gosh, look how exciting. Do you have another one over there? Okay. Well, we're just hoping we have 3 for the grandkids. Oh my gosh. This is like so exciting. I just can't tell you how big this patch is. Is there another one? I mean, we just love it when the compost pile gives us. Oh, what's that one?
It looks a little yellow.
Oh my gosh, that's different. Oh my gosh. This is so exciting.
And I saw a couple real little guys too. So.
Ooh, almost fell. Oh my gosh. How exciting. Well, here's the real excitement. Yes, we got a puppy. Oh, I'm so excited. She's a little corgi. Her name is Katie May. And maybe I should change the channel to The Adventures with Katie May, because Katie's going to be everywhere we go. She'll be with us. Well, if you made it to the end of the video, thanks so much for visiting with us here on the farm. We really appreciate you. And, I always say, I can't wait to see you real soon. And that's so true.